Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams. Hello, baskets into the season now. You think most teams are where they should be in terms of their game?
You know, it's so interesting to me, Brian, because what we do every season is we sort of break teams into tiers. Who are the true contenders? Typically, that's 3-4 teams max. Then you get the next level of teams that are going to be playoff performers. We know that. How competitive they are. Are they one piece away, two pieces away? It's an interesting question. I'm not sure there's a definitive answer.
Now, New York starting five. We've got Kate Cunningham. Derek Lively is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Anunoby in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Cunningham. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. The rebound by Embiid. George scanning the floor. Fires the three. Lively grabs the miss. And the Knicks with possession. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in New York.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
Embiid a screen on Cunningham. George outside. Embiid gets the bucket. Embiid's got 5.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Cunningham outside. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Embiid knocks it loose.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Cunningham with the ball, picked up by Embiid, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Boy, when you talk about Derek Lively, first thing that strikes you are his physical tools, length, athleticism, great motor. But I also like the maturity from this young man.
And he sinks the second. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. George against Anunoby. Embiid from outside. And Cunningham pulls it down. The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
At the line for 2.
He does not get the second one. Philadelphia leading by 4. George, right side. Pass to Jang. The 3 is up. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Maxey against Cunningham. 2 points. That one goes. Cunningham's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And no lack in concentration. Cunningham going to work.
Embiid a screen on Cunningham. For 3, Maxey. And the 76ers another 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's George. No points yet. 4-3. And Cunningham pulls it down. Knicks trail by 8. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Maxey. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Embiid. Kicks it to George. Jacks up a three. Gets the three ball to go.
I just love the ball move.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And let's use this time to take a look at the player of the week in the Eastern Conference.
A deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Cunningham looking it over. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Pass to Jang. George outside. Takes a three. And the 76ers another three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Hart passes to Fox. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It goes on Josh Hart. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And it's blocked by Embiid. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Here's Fox. 15 in his last outing.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
To the middle. Here's George. Tries again. And it's New York with a rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Anunoby on the take. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
Such a fantastic athlete. When OG Anunoby puts it on the deck, look out, folks.
George for 3. The kick out to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Three-pointer. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Anunoby on the take. And that one's good.
Wow, a level of physicality brought to OG Anunoby, and he says, I can match that.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 11. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Lively's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Lively. Embiid covers. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for Philadelphia, Paul George. Shooting 1.
That's good from George.
Well, you have to respect the career of Paul George. He has faced at one point a career-ending injury. He keeps battling to get back on the floor through constant injury.
Now here's Maxey, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded closely. For 3, George. Booth with the rebound.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Such an unpredictable player. Fox enjoys toying with defenders and bullying them in pick and rolls.
The Sixers lead by 10. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Embiid. From 9 feet out, got a piece of it. Fox left side. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Fox gets the defender with the oldest trick in the book, using the pump fake to get a trip to the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. Cornette's checked in for Embiid. Both good from the line that time.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Now here's Maxey. Got a hand on it. Outside Hart. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
So he can see the ball go through the net.
They're really working the paint now.
The Sixers lead by 4. Outside Hardaway. Cornette sets a screen from deep three-point land. And Tim Hardaway gets a 3.
They're not rolling like they were earlier. The bucket's a little harder to come by.
Fox against Maxey. Pass to Anunoby. Fox deciding where to go with it. Down low. Here's Hart. Goes back up. Outside Anunoby. The 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Martin, he's checked in for Chang. Oubre comes in for George. And Payne is subbed in for Hardaway. Now here's Maxey. And that one good. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Harden with it. Oubre picks him up. And a look at the stats for De'Aaron Fox.
And checking out his splits, you can tell he's taken more of a backseat in their offensive game plan the last 10 games. His usage rate isn't as high, but that's natural. At some point during the season, every player goes through a stretch of fatigue.
What's amazing about OG Anunoby, this guy one of the best wing defenders in the league. You almost have to game plan for what he brings defensively.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Stewart comes in for Tyrese Maxey.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
There's a screen. Here's Harden, and he drives in. The rebound by Stewart.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
1:43 left to play in the first quarter. Three-pointer, no good. Knicks trail by 11. And it's Fox penetrating. And it's Fox with the jam.
Showing off the major hops. Wow! Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Outside Oubre. To the paint. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And a quick look at the 2K leaderboard, showing which teams have really been controlling the glass over the last month. Second, New York.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
.107 left in the first. Anunoby for 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight. The Sixers lead by 6. Pass to Embiid. There's the triple. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. On the wing, Harden. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. And for the 76ers, they're shooting the rock around 41% during the first quarter. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
"16 seconds left to play in the first. Clock at 4. Embiid, a screen on Fox. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Harden. They set the pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
They've got Joel Embiid. Kelly Oubre out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Kenyon Martin, and it's Yabusele in at the 4. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Covington, no good. Philadelphia leading by 6. Martin outside. And here's Payne outside. Booth with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Thank you, B.A. Things are happening for Detroit in the Pistons front office as we get closer to the trade deadline. Their top target was Jalen Brunson, as he was for many teams, and they should consider themselves very lucky to have landed him. They were looking for not just an impact player, but someone that can anchor this franchise moving forward. He becomes their new face of the franchise, no doubt in my mind. They got their guy in Brunson.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. Here's Embiid. Can't connect from 14.
And this is a shot he can definitely make. And
Live. Misses the layup. Philadelphia shooting 34% thus far in this game. Martin, the pass to Payne.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
That's his
Council, he's checked in for the Sixers.
first team foul. Coming off the floor for your Sixers, number 14, Ricky Council.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Payne against Cunningham. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Stewart's checked in. Lively, he's checked in for New York. Pass to Payne. Now here's Stewart. 5 on the clock. Here's Embiid. Off target from outside.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Payne against Cunningham. Oh, what a move by Cunningham inside. Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in real game.
Look at how confident confident Kelly Oubre is in the catch and shoot. You know why? Because he worked at it.
Lively with a screen on Stewart. Harden from outside. He buries it from 3. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Cunningham against Payne. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Lively. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J. Embiid's got 15 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Cunningham driving to the basket, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And a relentless drive by Cunningham. The defense goes to cut him off, and he makes sure to get fouled.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
And here's Payne. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Lets it go. Embiid can't hit. Cunningham against Payne. Cunningham outside. Pass to Covington. Payton with it. Launches a 3. On target from range. Payton's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Covington's a guy that has a team-first mentality, so if he sees an open teammate, I promise he'll deliver.
Payne, pass to Martin. Out to the wing. Here's Stewart. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the 76ers. Jang comes in for Martin. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Payne.
Well, a little shaky from the line. And instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Cunningham outside. Oh, using his size. Look at Cunningham.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Back to Hardaway. Three-pointer. Covington grabs the board. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's a look at the schedule for Philadelphia. On Wednesday, they kick off a road trip in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Payne's checked in for Stewart.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Hardaway with a screen on Cunningham. Releases. Payne with the bucket. Payne's got his first bucket in this one. New York has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Lively with a screen on Hardaway. Pass to Lively. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Derek Lively at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Jang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Oubre can't hit.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Cunningham. Lively inside. Embiid's there. Here's Payton. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Oubre passes to Payne. Embiid against Lively. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. Here's Payne. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And during this last month of action, here is a list of the players who have shot the ball most efficiently so far from deep. Fourth, Cameron Payne.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
Paul George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Payne. Here's Harden, takes it inside. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Ryan, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Embiid, a screen on Cunningham. Inside. Oh, nice job, Embiid.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Maxey against Cunningham. Harden with it. 17 points in his last outing. And Harden with the slam.
How good was Zach? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
76ers trail by 4. Outside Hardaway. Here's Jang. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Releases. Here's Embiid. It's Embiid with the follow.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Now Harden. He's got 5. High arcing shot. And it's good on the layup. Harden's got 7 points for the quarter.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Outside Hardaway. For 3, George. Got it. That bucket makes him just 3 for 10.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young's timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Outside Hardaway. Now here's Embiid. 35 points for him last game against Cleveland. That one's good for 2.
He's so tough to stop. Even when you hit Embiid, he possesses the strength to muscle shots in.
For the Knicks, Karis LeVert's checked in for Harden, and Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Cunningham. New York has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Booth. Here's Dinwiddie, averaging around 5 points a game. Soft touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie does such a good job of understanding what the defense is going to give him. How about that pick and roll play? That's nice.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Cornette's checked in for Embiid. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Paul George.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. Jang passes to Hardaway. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Here's LeVert. Hardaway grabs the board.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Pass to Jang. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Booth's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Payton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Paul George.
Man, the defender really went after him.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Maxey with it. 38 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy is a playmaker, was a driving force for that offense.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. George has got 13.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
There's such a delicate touch on the floater. Dinwiddie enjoys going to this shot when he sees the chance.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside Hardaway. For 3, Maxey. Booth with the rebound.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
To the middle. Up and in on the layup. And now a 5-point Knick lead.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Dinwiddie against Maxey. Pass to Hardaway. From downtown, George. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Covington, a screen on Maxey. Dinwiddie passes to Covington. Back to Dinwiddie. Outside Covington. Takes the 3. Knocks down the long J. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
You have to be prepared to catch and shoot in all circumstances if you're Robert Covington, and he was ready to rise and fire.
J passes to Maxey. Looking to get back on track. Boom! He jammed it straight down.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Covington. Covington, a screen on Hardaway. LeVert goes in. Hardaway grabs the board. 76ers trail by 4. Outside Maxey. Pass to George. Over Payton. George, no good. Here's Dinwiddie. For 3, Covington. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Knicks. They're up by 4. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And, Coach, you battled back from that early deficit. What changed for this team?
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from Cleveland. They're venturing up that shot.
I know we're always impartial, but are either of you guys pulling for a favorite here?
Well, as long as someone wins, I'm happy. When someone wins, we win.
That's right, because when someone wins, we get to leave and go home.
Wow, you talk about a couple of selfless teammates. Wonder what that's like. And we return our attention to tonight's featured game as the Knicks had a closely contested first half.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsing on you.
Who needs three-pointers anyway?
Kenny did.
So thank you, Ernie.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the...
If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
So on the floor for New York, De'Aaron Fox is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Derek Lively, and it's Josh Hart, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Here's Maxey. Pass to George. Outside Hardaway. Shot from the wing. Drained it for 2 points. Hardaway's got 5. New York leading by 4. And here's Hart. Outside Anunoby. Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. 11 points in the game.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Up top, Embiid. And it's New York with a rebound.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And he comes up with a bucket. And now it's a 9-point Knick lead.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Jang passes to Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the slam.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Lively shot is off.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And it's Hardaway on the take. Here's Jang. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jang's got his second bucket on the night. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They've got the Heat ahead of them in their next game in Miami. It'll be the 4th of 5 games for them on the road. And Anunoby for 3. Joel Embiid pulls it down. 76ers trail by 5. Lets it go from deep. Oh, look at the range. Joel is good for 3.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. And that's the work of an assertive offensive player.
New York has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Cunningham. There's the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him.
Man, good whistle there.
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And with this break, we have a chance to look at the best of the NBA shot blockers this season. You look at Lively, such great timing and instincts. He's the best shot blocker in the league right now.
He changes more shots than he blocks, and he blocks a ton of them.
On defense, the Knicks. It's a 3-point game. Maxey surveys. Embiid a screen on Cunningham. For 3, Maxey. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Man, is Cunningham talented.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Pass to Jang. George outside. Back to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Embiid. Hardaway, no good. New York leading by 5. Fox on the run. And Fox powers it home.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Maxey against Cunningham. Outside Maxey. And a Nice finish on the layup. Maxi's got 9.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxi, but he has no back down in him.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Fox. Outside Hart. Fires from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. Outside Maxi. Tipped.
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist with that last one. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Here's Fox. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Hart with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Cunningham. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency.
Timeout.
They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Eastern Conference has been great to watch so far. Here's how things are shaken up midway through the season. You take a look at New York. They've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And, of course, the 76ers, well, they haven't had the season they wanted so far.
Well, for the Knicks, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Outside Hart. Anunoby passes to Cunningham. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Fox against Hardaway. Pass to Jang. Outside Maxi. Now here's Oubre. Here's the 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Fox goes in. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
De'Aaron Fox at the line.
76ers trail by 12. Outside Oubre. Pass to Hardaway. To get back on track. Deflected! And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. Clock is at 3. Here's Hardaway.
I love how Fox defends with urgency. He works hard to stay on top of the shooter.
Here's Anunoby. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Well, he hasn't been able to capitalize on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw. Both free throws good from Anunoby.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
Here's Maxi. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Cunningham against Maxi. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 23.
and just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And Maxi's got the ball here for Philadelphia. They trail by 14. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Oklahoma City, where they'll face the Thunder. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Philadelphia's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Timeout is called by Nick Nurse. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's Oubre. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Maxey passes to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Jang. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Hardaway, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play.
His second personal foul. 4th team foul.
Tonight he's gone 3 of 6 from the foul line. Cornette's checked in for Philadelphia. Martin comes in for Jang. And the free throw, no good. 76ers trail by 18. Pass to Cornette. Drives to the hoop, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Screen by Lively. Cunningham drives in, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And that one drops for him. Hardaway's got 7 points.
Well, I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown he's not just a perimeter scorer. This guy can get it done on the inside.
Cunningham outside. Fox outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped. Outside Maxey. And he lobs it up. Stolen by Anunoby. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Now Fox. 11 points in the game. Back to Hart. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Cornette, covered by Lively. Cornette passes to Maxey.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw's good from Maxey. The 76ers making a switch here. Haynes checked in.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Maxey. Knicks leading by 16. Here's Anunoby. And the powerful one-handed.
He's detailed and patient offensive approach, simply taking what the defense gives him.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Now here's Maxey. 11 points in the game. From the top of the key, the Knicks with the rebound. Boots got 8 rebounds in the game. Hart surveying the D. Left side Hart. And it's Martin with the rebound. And the 76ers shooting just 36% in the third. Harden against Maxey. Lets it go from 11. Booth with the rebound. Booth's got 9 rebounds now.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Oubre against Anunoby. The 3 is up. Oubre, that one's good. Oubre's got 6.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Pass to Hart. Oh, deflected. Martin with the ball. Harden picks him up. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Payne with it. Outside Oubre. Martin with a screen on Anunoby. Oubre passes to Martin. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. James Harden picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for your Sixers.
"12 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Harden. 1 second left. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for New York. Moving the rock and looking for a shot. It's clear he's in a good rhythm. Back after this. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau.
Everybody hang tough. Now look, we got to...
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Kelly Oubre out there with Kenyon Martin. Then there's Cam Payne. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Payne, the pass to Embiid. Drops in the layup for 2. Embiid's got 9 points here in the second half.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Harden drives in. Misses from close range. 76ers trail by 12. Here's McCain. Outside Payne. Here's Embiid. Got a piece of it, and they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. Yes, on the jumper. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for New York. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Covington passes to Harden. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. And the Knicks lead by 12.
I tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Payne against Dinwiddie. Down low. And stolen by Covington. Here we go. One-on-one. Here's Booth. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
That was a really nice sequence there. Just strong effort at both ends of the floor.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Dinwiddie against Payne from 18 feet away. Embiid can't hit. New York leading by 14. Dinwiddie with it. Joel Embiid pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Outside Payne. Embiid, high post. Booth with the rebound. Booth's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Three-pointer, Harden. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Won this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Payne. Embiid, a screen on Dinwiddie. And here's Payne outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Now Harden. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. The three ball. Harden misses. 76ers trail by 17. Pass to Oubre. Here's Embiid. And he drops it in from the low post. Embiid's got 11 in the second half.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Covington with it. Outside Harden. Outside Payton. Outside Harden. Beyond the arc. Drops in the three. And the Knicks lead by 18.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Payne against Dinwiddie. Over to the left wing. Embiid from outside. Gets the three to fall. Embiid's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Outside Harden. Offline with a three. 76ers trail by 15. Pass to Martin. Now Oubre, guarded by Payton. Chalk up two there.
I tell you, Kelly Oubre Jr. can play with confidence on the interior, and that's a result of his vertical.
Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by Embiid. Booth. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Payne on the bounce. Tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Hardaway's checked in for the Sixers.
Now into the lineup for 76ers. Number 5, Tim Hardaway Jr.
A three from the inbound. And it's New York with a rebound. Booth's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Payton passes to Harden. Four on the clock. There's the three. That shot missing. 76ers trail by 15. Pass to Oubre. And he lays it up and in. Oubre's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Booth. And that one is stuffed right through.
What a find by Spencer Dinwiddie. Defense keys in on him, and he decides to make the nice pass.
Here's Payne. Pass to Martin. Outside Hardaway. To the inside. Here's Embiid. And it's New York with a rebound. Booth's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Dinwiddie gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 17.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
Payne, pass to Martin, to the paint. Here's Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for 2, Joel Embiid.
That one's off.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Lively, he's checked in for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Covington. He hits the second from the line. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to Harden. Harden against Hardaway. Clock at 6. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid tries to break his ice. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
While Maxey is an elite shooter, Tyrese is at his best using his speed going downhill.
Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by Embiid. Lively with the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Maxey. And the 10-footer finds the target. Maxey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, that's just fantastic use of the mid-range by Maxey.
Here's Dinwiddie. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Embiid, a screen on Dinwiddie. Maxey passes to George. Embiid, a screen on Payton. To the inside. Lively grabs a miss.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Harden can't hit. The 76ers have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. To the middle. And George with the basket on the assist by Maxey.
Now you see Paul George stay strong and committed with the basketball, totally focused on finishing.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
76ers trail by 16. Maxey passes to Hardaway. Here's Embiid, covered by Lively. Embiid misses. New York has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Cunningham on the wing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And just a high IQ play. Cunningham goes for a pump fake, and now he's headed to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Cunningham. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Cunningham against Maxey. Pass to George. And here's Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Back to George from outside the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Lively's got his 16th rebound on the night. Cunningham against Maxey. And it's Cunningham missing. 76ers trail by 18. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Guys, you want to be able to score from all 3 levels, and Hardaway Jr. is capable. That instance, mid-range is on point.
And that one's good. Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his 3rd foul so far. And the 76ers going with a whole new group
out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Knicks.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Cade Cunningham.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Left side, Anunoby. Outside, Hart. We've got 22 seconds left in the final quarter. Lets the three fly. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
James, congratulations on a big win, but I ask you this. Where does this team need to continue to grow?
Our backbone, what we're going to rely on is our defense, and it's on us now defensively to be able to lock up, be able to communicate, and be able to sustain it for full quarters. And once we get that at a high level and consistently, there's going to be a problem.
Thanks, James. Back to you.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And let's reveal our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
Don't make no one ever break it, cause we've been through this and that, though we still intact.